My name's Dunnit, set up builds and stuff. What I'm about to show you is absolutely ridiculous. It's a class item combo with Spirit of the Cyrtachnes for 40% damage reduction, Spirit of the Renewal for 31% damage reduction, and Spirit of Renewal will actually stop enemies' damage by 50% as well. It's an absolute joke. Look at the state of that. You can sponge everything, and I mean everything. It is an absolute joke. I am going to pair it up with the Sage Armor gear set as well. The 4-piece from the dungeon, so we can literally keep looping our grenades over and over again. You can keep a constant uptime of Spirit of the Renewal, and you cannot die. The tankiest hunter you have ever seen in your life. Stay with me, I will break the video down. So, we'll start off with Spirit of the Cyrtachnes. You gain Woven Mail when you use your grenade. It's quite a popular one, 40% damage reduction. We know how that works. Any grenade that you use, you're going to proc it. Obviously, I'm going to be using my Dustfield grenade. The next one is Spirit of the Renewal. Now, what this does is allies inside of your Dustfield grenade, they're going to gain Frost Armor times 5. So, that is up to 31% because it's 6.25% per stack Frost Armor. So, that's pretty decent. And then enemies inside a Dustfield grenade, slow field, deal 50% less damage to you and your team. So it's mega damage reduction left, right and centre. So all you do is throw your grenade. You're going to get Woven Mail and Frost Armor times 5. And if an enemy's in there, they're going to deal 50% less damage. So it's absolutely huge. Add in Facet of Protection. There's another 15% as well. You're going to take less damage when you're surrounded, 15%. I believe it goes to 25% when you are Prismatic as well, when you've got your Transcendence procced. But all these combined together give you a ridiculous damage reduction. Facet of Protection, there you go, 15%. Woven Mail, and up to 30% from your Frost Armor. Ridiculous damage reduction, guys. Really stupid. And the enemies are going to deal less damage. Add in your 4-piece Sage Protector. I've covered this loads. What it does is the 4-piece, you guard for a few seconds, proc Blade Focus, and once that's active, you get a bit of extra sword damage, 10% I believe, and you get ridiculous class ability and grenade ability recharge. So I'm going to show you that working now. Now, bearing in mind, you've got your Spirit of Renewal and your Cyrtachnes, so it works perfectly. Look at the start of that grenade, come back, it's a joke. 1 to 2 seconds. Really, really good. 2-second grenades. That with Renewal, enemies are dealing 50% less damage, etc. It's really, really strong, guys. Honest to God, you can just keep rotating that and just do it like so. Now, what I found the best rotation was to do 3 lights and a heavy, 3 lights and a heavy, and then do your Blade Focus. So start off with your Blade Focus like so, and that will instantly give you a grenade back, which I'm going to show you in this clip here. I'm going to throw it. So proc your Blade Focus, go light, 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 heavy, and that's going to give you your grenade back. Light, 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 heavy, and then stop and throw your grenade down. So you can actually get 2 cycles off. 3 lights and a heavy, 3 lights and a heavy, and then throw another grenade. Do your Blade Focus and repeat, and you can keep that going all the time. Like I said, every 1 to 2 seconds. You can also, of course, add Amplify to this build with Ascension, but I don't run Ascension, I run the Hyperblade. You're going to get amplified every time you block, which makes enemies less accurate against you anyway, and gives you a bit of extra damage reduction. You can run the Energy Conduit, grants health regeneration based on a number of targets hit as well. You can also run that one. I like to run the Impact Core because I'm on a Void subclass, so you're going to get Weakening, a bit of extra damage, 15% extra damage. I found this the best one, but you can change it if you wish. Impact Core with Tether, you're going to get loads of Weakening, so that one works really nicely. And then I run the Offensive Form to get extra damage against bosses and vehicles. That includes champions and banes and things like that as well. Now, I did the GM. I just want to go straight away off the bat. We've got Grenadier going, so I was getting my grenade back. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't change it. I tried. However, it's not really an issue. Grenadier is basically the Sage Armor set anyway, so it's just the same basically. And then Glass Cannon was on there as well. I don't know if it works when you solo or not. I did want to do it without Grenadier, obviously, but as you saw in the other clip, in the shooting range, I was getting my grenade back anyway, every 1 to 2 seconds, so focus on the damage reduction. Obviously, straight away, Overload Champions, Dustfield Grenades, perfect match. The shatter effects will stop unstop the overloads or stun them. Sorry, so easily dealt with. Bit of void waking on there, no problems. Hailfire Spike, your Transcendent Grenade, and I also like to run Gunpowder Gamble. This is why I don't run Ascension. You can if you want. I like Gunpowder Gamble because both of them things are going to proc you Woven Mail. Add your Facet of Mending, and you're going to get Cure from both as well. So your Gunpowder Gamble and your Transcendent Grenade will proc your Woven Mail as well. That's more ways to keep your Infinite Woven Mail going up, guys. Really, really good. Again, you can change that if you wish. I prefer that. I always have done when I'm running a Woven Mail Cyrtachnes. Now, I'm going to start showing you some interesting stuff now and how much damage you can take. I'm going to be honest, I thought I was cooked there. I thought I'd had it. But I'm inside that Dustfield Grenade there. And I'm absolutely tanky as hell. You can't die, guys. Honestly, I did die, but it's because I shot a barrel. I'll show you. It was quite funny. But against enemies and stuff like that, you just can't die. It is unbelievably strong. And these stomps here, you try and sponge one of these stomps without frost armor or woven mail, and you get absolutely wrecked. It will nearly kill you, if not kill you nearly every single time. I mentioned it in my video the other day. Frost armor or Cyrtachnes, really, really good for things like that. Now, this is where it starts to get a little bit more interesting now, right away to the end. Tricky situations where you wouldn't normally sort of stand up there, really. You sort of stand at the back, pop away. But with this build, with this damage reduction, you can literally just face tank everything. Everything's doing less damage to you. You've got all that damage reduction going on. Nice damage with your sword as well. I just want to say this disclaimer as well. I didn't even set up properly to do this. I could have been running a better heavy, a better secondary. And again, you don't have to use your Praxic Blade to kill everything. I was, just because I was just testing it out. But you could also run a heavy sword or a heavy sniper, like the refurbished sniper or something like that. I wasn't set up at all. I just wanted to go there and test it out. And the results was magnificent. I could survive loads and loads of damage. It was absolutely nuts, which you'll see in the boss room as well, the Warden. This is where I died. Please explain. I don't know if I shot that by accident. That is the only time I died in this full entire GM. So, these unstops here, both of them paired together, plus another guy at the back peppering me with his weapon as well. I was able to stand there, sponge them, sponge grenades, absolutely no problem. And then eventually they will freeze as well, which is also really, really good as well. It'll just stop things dead in the tracks. And I tried to do this without this setup, and you do really start taking a lot of damage. You probably see it yourselves. You probably know. You probably don't need me to tell you about this setup. You're going to get burnt and wrecked to hell in this GM. And again, it's going to start ramping up now. Multiple champions at a time as we go. The first thing I'm thinking here is I want to get straight to the back and get rid of that annoying Colossus at the back. The one who just stands there and spams at you. I just wanted to get rid of him straight away, so I bombed around. The other thing I want to mention as well with the Hyperblade, I hadn't actually used that too much, and I did notice I was whiffing a little bit. I was skimming along, maybe I was missing the target. I don't use the Hyperblade a lot, which also gives you increased lunge range as well for your first attack when you're amplified. I kept sort of messing that up a little bit, but I've learned from that. I'll probably use it a little bit better next time. Get your tether down, you're in your dust field, you got your woven mail going, and everything just feels very, very nice. You can stand right bang in the middle of all these champions and everything else going on. You just can't do this with any other build. It is incredibly, incredibly strong. I say any other build. Probably Strongholds you could probably do that with, or my Frost Armor Titan build I did the other day, but it's this one for damage reduction is unbeatable. Like, just for pure out damage reduction, it's an absolute disgrace. 2 champions at a time, plus an overload and an unstop peppering me as well. Guys, you know you can't do this normally. It is, like I said, ridiculous. Now, in a moment, you're going to see me again whiff with the Hyperblade, and I nearly actually died, and I actually gained health while I was doing damage, surrounded by like at least 10 enemies here, plus a boss. I spun stomps. I whiffed there with that blade again, with that Hyperblade. Low health there, and the fact that I was able to deal with him and gain health back without Devour is absolutely crazy. Like I said, I didn't have Devour on the Seasonal Artifact pack as well. There is a Devour artifact pack on there. I didn't even have that on, which would have helped as well. And I just basically just set up just to go see what I could sponge, really. I didn't even think about completing the GM, but I got so far through it, and I thought, sod it, I might as well give it a bash. Now, before I stop talking, I'm going to leave my mods, my fragments, etc., my gear stats all like so. I will also leave a dim link for you as well. All these are changeable if you want. You can change a few things out. I just ran this. Like I said, I could have run better weapons. Something like Black Talon would have been nice as well. A good heavy. You don't always have to run the Praxic Blade. Like I said, I just set up for it. So yeah, there's plenty of different options. Be sure to watch how much damage I sponge against this Warden. It really is disgusting. Even this little clip here, really, like, surrounded by champions, it's just stupid, guys. Honestly, really good class item combo. That's the video. I'll leave it playing out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.